Hey guys, what's up? So welcome to my brand new series called TheRA1DER's Spotlight, on which I'm gonna go over some specific games developed by independent developers that I honestly think that are worth buying and supporting. So for the first game, for our very first video, we're gonna go over Ravaged. Ravaged is online multiplayer vehicular first-person shooter set in a world ravaged by weather and climate change. So this game is developed by TheRA1DER, pretty experienced developers. They've worked on awesome modes such as Desert Combat that originated Battlefield 2, for example. Alright, so this game will be released today. Yes, you can play it today, and it's a first-person shooter built on the Unreal Engine. It's gonna cost $25. It's a PC exclusive, and basically the game is set on a post-apocalyptic world where two different factions, the Scavengers and the Resistance, battle each other in order to acquire the biggest amounts of fuel. Alright? So now that we know the basics about this game, let's talk about specifics. So what can you expect from Ravaged? You can expect 8 maps at release. You can expect 2 factions with 5 playable characters each, similar to what happens with Battlefield. You know, you have specific classes: sniper, engineer, support, etc. It will pit 32 players versus other 32 players, so you have 64 player battles. You're gonna have 10 vehicles on which you can also use air vehicles such as the helicopter. Alright, you will have approximately 20 weapons and 2 game modes. Now let's talk about the game modes. The first one is pretty similar to Capture the Flag. Basically, you have 2 main bases that cannot be captured by the opposing forces, and on each base there's like a flag, but instead of it being a flag, it's actually a fuel can. And the goal is to pick the fuel can from the enemy base and bring it to your own base. That will score you guys 1 point, and basically when the time runs out, the team that holds the most cans, the most points, that captured the most cans, will win the match. But basically it's Capture the Flag, but with a different twist that makes the game really fun. Spread throughout the map, you will have specific points on which you should capture in order to have better spawn locations. Alright? Imagine a mix of Conquest, Battlefield Conquest, with Capture the Flag. Alright, so you have to bring the fuel, the flag, to your base, but meanwhile you can capture other small bases around the map so that you have better spawn locations and can get closer to the enemy base and steal their fuel. So really it's a really action-packed game mode with lots of teamwork involved and lots of funny moments too. The other mode, it's similar to Conquest. You basically have specific places spread out throughout the map, and you have to conquer those places, those flags, in order to have more tickets, so the other team gets more ticket bleed and eventually getting out of tickets and losing. Alright, so now that you know basically everything you need to know about this game, let me give you my personal opinion about it. First of all, let me tell you guys, these are independent developers, okay? So they truly deserve our support. So support them in every possible way. And this is why the gaming industry is getting to a point where you get carbon copies of previous games year after year. There's no innovation. There's no real interaction with the community. And these guys, these independent developers, are filling that gap, that huge gap that's been bringing computer gaming down for the last 5 to 6 years. So when I play this game, Ravaged, I have an immediate sense of accomplishment and fun. The truth is, I'm always having fun when I'm playing this game. There's not a single moment where I rage. Even when I lose, it's still okay, because usually something fun happened, or something that I took some knowledge from it. You know, you're always learning, you're always having fun, and that's why this game is really good. It's 100% bullshit free and pure fun. Alright, it's skill based, it's teamwork oriented, and you can also shine as an individual if you have the skill to do it. So again, this is a really good game. It has full support for esports, spectator mode, working netcode. It has a coma rose, much like Battlefield used to have. You have squads as well. You can have squads just like you have in Battlefield. So basically, imagine Battlefield mixed with Borderlands, and you have Ravaged, but with awesome developers that pay attention to what the community says. Actually, this game has been in beta stage for quite some time now. Even before I started beta testing it, the game was already being tested out, and believe me guys, the community gives feedback, and TheRA1DER are really respectful of that and mindful of what the community thinks and wishes for the game. So they actually have been implementing lots of ideas and fixing lots of bugs and balancing lots of gameplay issues that were reported by the community. So they have a really active role with us, and us, the community, really have an active role on the outcome of the game, and that's just awesome, and it's priceless, especially nowadays. It's come to a state where it's really a polished experience, a really fun experience, and again, these guys deserve all our support. So please guys, go check the video description. Everything you need to know is in there, and I truly hope that you enjoyed this video, and you know, see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. Cheers.